another fantastic so I've had to play with the volume with various bits and pieces because we could only be described in what is a fantastic little cafe in St James's. Now, this is at St James's Park Station as part of the Broadway, which I didn't actually realise is quite a shopping complex. Another great reason for being here is if you go to Buckingham Palace or St James's Park, and we did a coffee on St James's Park about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and that came out quite a poor score. If I remember, yeah, it was a 14. They did my research beforehand, but that came out as a 14. I'm really hoping that this is an alternative. Now, for those of you that have learned with me as we've gone along on this coffee channel, you'll notice from the coffee that while the coffee looks fantastic and it's coppery and all the rest of it, it hasn't got a crema on top. Okay, it's got a creamer on top. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like. But from the different types of coffees that are available here, I'm really hoping that this is going to be sort of the exception than the rule. So really looking forward to that. It's quite a funny little place this because it is literally round the corner from, as I say, from Buckingham Palace. So I'm guessing a lot of the people that come in here for their coffees are people probably that work here at Buckingham Palace or are to do with sort of the royalty, etc. And then what I found when I came and sat into this sort of bar area at the top here, because all the tables are full, and there's sort of 5 tables here, is that they've got available for everyone to read several, well, quite a few copies of Financial Times, New York Post, and also the London Metro. So you've got a whole variety of papers sitting here. If I fancy sort of kicking back, reading a paper before going into Buckingham Palace, which funny enough is what I'm doing and why I'm up here today. That's a video on the other channel, which you may well have seen already. Then actually, this could be a really, really good place to do it. So the question is it going to beat the 14 score that we had before? And if it does beat the 14 score, then you've got somewhere alternative, which is literally around from St James's Park to come and have a coffee. There you go. How about that for an intro? They're only meant to be 30 seconds. Anyway, hello, well, guys. Another great coffee tasting, I'm hoping, here in central London. And don't forget, we're tasting all the independent coffee places, and this is independent. So this is Caffe Grana. And yes, I'm just looking up because it's on the mirror, thankfully. I do have this habit of walking to places and forgetting what they are and what they're called. But it's Caffe Grana at the Broadway at James's Park Station. So you literally come out. The food that they seem to have on here looks fantastic. So hopefully I'll grab a bit of video of that on the way out so you've seen that already. But we're doing independent, and the reason we do the independence is that you don't have to go to all the sorts of places like your Nero's and your Starbucks and your Costa Coffee, which, funny enough, they got a Costa Coffee over the road from here, I noticed. So, right, should we do it? Come on, let's do it. Right, aroma. Now that has a really nice nutty aroma to it, and that is a really I wouldn't say it's rich, it's quite a smooth aroma to it, but I'm certainly getting that sort of nutty, sweet nutty bit, which hopefully will come out of the sweetness as well. Sometimes you do that and it doesn't sort of appear. So you can sort of put a Brazilian nutty. I'm going to give that a 4. Which is also exceeding my expectations from the start, because the last one I had and it had no cream on was Ol and Steen, and Ol and Steen, if I remember rightly, was a 2. So it was an absolute disaster. So double that score already. So I'm going to give a 4 on that one. Right, let's go for the acidity and the sweetness next. Now that is a lovely smooth coffee. Oh wow! Now I think this is going to be a case of where the view has absolutely blown me away from what it actually is, which is great. So I wonder, put them in the comments down below if you, like me, looked at that and went, ooh, right from the start. Actually, that is a very nice coffee. Right, let's go for the smoothness again. Let's go for the acidity. Sorry. That's nice. Just there is the slightest hint of acidity, but it is so smooth. I'm going to find out what the blend is because that is gorgeous. What type of coffee it is? It's on the tongue, and it just sort of smooths away. But it's one of those what leaves you wanting more. And you know what? If I wasn't so pressed for time, because it's we'll be in Buckingham Palace in the next 15 minutes. Exhibition, all right? Not anyway. Then I think I'll probably have another one, and I've also got the cake to get through as well. So yeah, that is really, really nice. Okay, so let's go for the acidity. I'm going to give that a 5 because that is just glorious. Let's go for the sweetness. Yeah, I can get the hint of sweetness. So that smell of the sort of the Brazil nut, that sort of sweet smell at the beginning, that's coming through as well. So I'm going to give that a 4 because that is lovely. And the only reason I dropped a point for it for the sweetness is you're just working a little bit to find it because it's not coming out in the coffee, but it's coming out of the lips. So yeah, that is really nice. Okay, cool. It's going to be another good one. Fantastic. Next bit is the body. Now the body is going to be interesting because it is not. Oh, I say that. I was going to say it's not the world's most. It's not the world's coffee where you actually think, oh yeah, quite thick coffee. You actually feel quite thin as far as consistency goes. But if you look at that, look, and you see it is clinging quite nicely to it. So that is lovely. So for that, that's I've had I've had more ones that stick to it, but yeah, I'll go for a 4 on that one. Very nice. Mm. Oh god, and the finish. I think you probably guess where the finish is going because I've already said, and I've got the time, I'm going for another one. And that is absolutely glorious. So for that one, that's going to get a 5 finish on that one, which gives us a total of 22. So it goes to no. I think the moral of the learning from this vid and from this coffee tasting is you can't always go by first impression. Because then I got the first impression, oh my god, it's going to be another poor one because it goes sort of creaming on top of it. But it goes to show as well that also the way it's brewed and the way it's done, absolutely incredible. That is stunning. Really, really pleased with that. It's a really, really, really nice coffee. Oh, yeah. The only reason I found this is because I was early. What is the coffee place around here? Thinking there would be a coffee place. James just around the back of Buckingham Palace and was a James Park. I didn't realise there was one down here, so I had no clue like so Caffe Grana, Grana down the Broadway, in St James's. It really is. It's a lovely place. Do look up timings because I wonder if it's one of those places that might not be open all day on a Saturday and probably closed on a Sunday, so it's worth keeping an eye on. I'm absolutely enjoying it. That Lanny is described as a delicious coffee and well deserves to be up there amongst the decent coffee. And just to give you a reminder of the coffee scores between 20 and 25, that is a really good coffee. Okay, we've had a 125, which just blows the water away, but that is fantastic. So there you go. It's James Park, come round here. And with a selection of food as well, and all reasonably priced. What did I pay? £6.80 for my coffee and cake, lemon drizzle. Let's go for the lemon drizzle. I'm going to be an absolute heathen. I've been given a fork, not using a fork. Let's go for it. Mm. Yeah, really light and fluffy cake with a hint of drizzle. So it depends how you like it. Tell you what, I'm going to go for the top because that's got the icing bit on it. Oh, and it's also got lemon bits. See that on there. Mm. That is delicious. So there you go. That one with the coffee and cream. So, a fantastic coffee, 22. Caffe Grana, St James's. The Broadwalk, which is a little mall here. Come down here, well worth a visit, especially if you're booked in to go and do an event at Buckingham Palace. I think a lot of people will miss it. But I get a feel it's one of those places that if you know it, you know it. So now you do. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to leave you with the James's Part 1 that we did so you can get a comparison. And that's in the top right hand corner. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you on the next one. See ya. Bye.